Shin, you lucky you a main character, my boy, or else you'd be cooked. What's up, guys? I'm Sakamoto here, and here to do a breakdown / live reaction and review to chapter 188 of Sakamotodays, which is known as Here and Now. And I'm a little bit intrigued. It looks like we're taking a slight bit of a break from the prison arc for a little bit in order to cut back to the real world, because on this first page, I see Taurus. Talk about horse racing, which probably isn't good for the guy because he's going to go further than that. But still, I'm a little bit intrigued. Obviously, we do kind of have essentially, I'm going to say 3 because Nagamo is basically a main character. Like he might as well. He's not like the deuteragonist, but like he is the tertiary protagonist. So technically we have his plotline with Kendaka that I guess may or may not be a plotline actually with Kendaka. It depends on what Kendaka is doing to get Nagamo's money back. I have no idea what's going on with those two. But we have them, who we can follow at any point. Then we have Sakamoto's training arc, which is going on right now, which we're probably leaping back into if we're seeing Taurus. And then finally, we have Shin's arc. So we technically do have 3 plot lines all going on at the exact same time. The question is, are any of them going to converge? And I think the answer is kind of no. I think they're all going to kind of do their own thing for a little bit. And then eventually, after their respective little mini arcs are over, we're going to cut into the next big arc. If I had to hazard a guess. But let's not waste any more time. Let's hop right into it. Adding me. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, go. What's up, guys? That guy with a pencil here. Fun fact, I do it to have it on me, and keep it on me at all times. And another fun fact, Taurus, man, a really good design. And the thing is, it is literally just detail that makes this design so good. From like the multi-layered super fluffy eyebrows, to the thickness of the mustache, to even the really well-defined cheekbones, and even the extra detailing around the ridges of the nose and stuff like that. Like, Taurus is just very, very, very well detailed. It's honestly one of my favorite Sakamoto Days designs, which is crazy because a lot of Sakamoto Days designs are, at their core, I'm not going to say basic, but they're simple to draw. Like, Nagamo is eye, mouth, nose, hair. And maybe like that doesn't sound simple, but like relatively speaking, these aren't overly designed characters in terms of their general detail. So Suzuki Sensei does a fantastic job using clothing and their environments and stuff like that in order to make the characters' simple designs stand out. I'd say like one of the most heavily designed characters in the series is like Kendaka, because he has a bunch of facial detail, he has the high cheekbones. Typically, a lot of the older characters have a lot more of that extra detail. And Taurus is just another example of Suzuki Sensei's amazing ability to create these really clean, simple concepts and take them to 11. But let's not waste any more time. Let's actually hop into the chapter itself. Alright, Super High-End wins with the astounding burst of speed just before the finish, leaving the next closest horse, closest horse 5 lengths behind. That's impressive. Ugh. Guess I'll have to reinstall that horse racing prediction app. Are you sure? Then again, I'm shocked you deleted it in the first place, Buckaroo. Interesting. Where is he? Oh yeah, so we're literally acknowledging the fact that we're taking a little break from the prison arc. While Shin and Heisuke are in the JA jail, Sakamoto is battling Taurus. It's his 5th defeat. What? Bro, what? Technically, I guess Taurus is his safest bet, because Taurus is like, I'm not going to turn you in until your bounty gets bigger, Buckaroo. I need to use you to pay off my debts. You're the easiest pathway to do it. So technically, this does make sense, but 5th? Sakamoto, you mean to tell me you got off-screen by Taurus 3 more times? You lost to Taurus the first time, scurried away, and now you've come back 3 more times off-screen, and we're seeing the tail end of your loss. What is after? What? It's his 5th defeat. And this is just Taurus, bro. Like, of course, Taurus does seem relatively powerful, but dog, what? I would say he's top of the, well, maybe. Who knows? We just don't know how powerful Oki is. If you ain't clearing the order tier, you're not catching up to Sakamoto, bro. Sakamoto, what? Let's see. You can keep trying all you want, but you'll never win. I made a living as an assassin for more than 50 years. So is he like 70? Well, it depends. He could be like 68. He's in his 60s at least. Maybe, well, obviously the earliest he could be in his 50s, but like that means he'd have to start as like a kid or like a child, which is the same thing as a kid, or like a baby assassinating. So like, I assume he's like either in his mid 60s or like early 70s, and he's still insanely powerful. But then again, old men in this manga, bro. Well, Kendaka isn't old, but like he was already quote unquote leaving his prime back in the Sakamoto's past arc, which takes place about 5-8 years ago. Then he was in a coma, came back super duper strong still. Takamura, the strongest character in the series up until Uzuki took over Takamura, was the strongest character in the series, and he's really, really old. And Taurus, once again, another extremely powerful character. It's just like in his mid-60s probably. Let's see.
Ugh, this is ruining my plan. I need Sakamoto to slaughter more people so his bounty goes up. When it's nice and high, I'll kill him and collect the bounty and pay off my debts. That's the plan. All he wants to do is fight me, even though he'll never win. What's the point?
You won't do that. That's the thing. You won't kill him and take his bounty. As it is right now. You are, like, as much as embarrassing as it is for Sakamoto to keep getting off screen, like, technically this is the safest play. Because right now, if he runs into Shishiba, he's gone. Right? Like, he'd lose to Shishiba, and then Shishiba would take him in, and either have Oki execute him or execute him himself, and then take him in, and collect the bounty anyway. Osaragi, same thing, if not worse. Oki, probably same thing, if not worse. Like, they don't seem to care. So Taurus, who very specifically is an order member who does not want to take Sakamoto in right now, does not want to complete the mission he was specifically assigned right now, is the safest bet for him to train against. So honestly, Sakamoto did make the smartest play here. He is thinking well. I was like, we're doing this again today. so he's just been coming over the week.
He even follows me into the pachinko parlors.
I mean, he knows where to find you. Hey. Wait, no, I see this is the thing. I put gravel in the Taurus's voice, but I typically just do deepness for Sakamoto's voice.
Hey, Taurus, how can I beat you?
I mean, I suppose the best way to ask him is, the best way to, is just to flat out ask him, hey, bro, what's the tech? How do I do this? This is getting annoying. Let's see.
How the heck should I know? You want my bounty?
You want my bounty to go up? Then train me. This feels too high. That's too close to Shin.
You want my bounty to go up? Then trade me. Don't boss me around. Look, when I fight you, I don't fear for my life. And this whole deal where you fight barehanded using random objects as weapons gets tiring.
Actually, you know what? Honestly, I think that'd be more interesting. Like, if anything, I would just keep going to different environments and see what Sakamoto does. Like, if I don't have any fear for my life, then honestly, here, let's go to the gym. Pick up a pick up a barbell and throw it at me. Let's see what you can do with that. Let's see if I can disintegrate that too. Oh, throw a whole Smith machine at me. I want to see you do it. Like that would be the most entertaining thing about fighting Sakamoto if you felt no fear from him and were not worried about actually taking any damage from him at all. The idea of seeing him just mess with the environment in weird ways. Be like, oh, I did not think you could take a piece of lettuce and turn it into a lethal blade. Don't mind me, I'm just going to immediately de-lethalize it and, like, erase it with my air cannons. Interesting.
He's tired. Normally, assassins master a specific weapon that gives them an edge.
I mean, that is true. That is true. Like, but then again, well, actually, Shishiba has his hammers. Nagamo has his multi-tool, but technically that's still his one weapon, quote-unquote. Gaku had his, like, blast mallet, or, like, his weird blast mace. Haruma had sports, and he was technically a multi-weapon user, but then again, he was apparently just stronger fighting hand-to-hand. Kumanomi's kind of environment merchant, but still she has her magnets, which she's mastered. Osaragi has her chainsaw, or weird chain blade. I'm not sure if that still counts as a chainsaw. Her weird chain blade. Yotsumura had the 3-section or 4-section staff, or staff blade. Yeah, even in Kindaka, he's a hand-to-hand fighter, but he specifically monopolizes his speed. So technically, Sakamoto is an exception in, like, almost every single way. Is there a single order? Kindaka has his guitar, Taurus has his air cannon. Yeah, everyone does specialize. Carolina Reaper had his flame thing. Club Jam had his hypnosis. So yeah, everyone typically specializes in one sort of tech. Sakamoto being environment reliant isn't necessarily bad, considering he's usually strong enough to handle it. But if his opponent is strong enough to neutralize that perk of his, yeah, then technically, it doesn't really matter. It's kind of the Shin scenario all over again. But obviously at a much higher level, considering this current Sakamoto would probably still beat the brakes off of Shin.
Hey, where do you think you're going?
This is taking too long. Sakamoto, you literally asked him to train you. He's giving you tips, bro. Let's see. Oh, but hey, Taurus is following him.
Look over there. Ain't that guy got an ugly mug? Kill that fatso.
Hey. I'm a big guy myself, Taurus. Hop off tip. And so Sakamoto from time to time.
We gotta raise your bounty, bit by bit.
Shut up.
Come on, man. Try harder.
You should not have introduced the wife. Let's see.
Come on, man. Try harder. I need you to help pay off my debts.
But you're gonna take his life. Oh, hey, sweetie, new friend. Is this what's this be Nagamo? Oh no, this is
Perfect timing.
perfect timing. You can join us for dinner. Join who? Huh? Oh, he's well, I guess because hostages are against the rules, so he's not gonna do it. But like, interesting. Taurus is actually kind of chill. He's actually just like I like for some my brain always does just register Sakamoto days action manga. Thusly, I sort of solely expect action. But yeah, it is also a comedy manga. I always forget about that. And typically, it is Sakamoto's family that always comes in to remind me of that. It's his kid and his wife. Let's see. Another owl. Owl's a very common name, I suppose. Let's see. Hana, wash your hands. You got any food you don't like, Mr. Taurus? I mean, I'm assuming he doesn't eat.
Huh? What am I doing here? Normally I'd be at the disgusting J cafeteria eating dinner with while watching the M League. Hey, Sakamoto, how come you're hosting your enemy?
You kind of aren't. And like once again, right now, like if Sakamoto were to just go raise his bounty, you'd obviously come for a snack. But like considering how much his bounty has to raise to pay off your debts, he probably has to slaughter like half the nation, which he's not gonna do because it's not in his character. And you, by proxy, are not going to act upon him. So, and you've beaten him 5 times. Like obviously, you're not really an enemy. It's kind of like I feel like everyone has at least one person in their life that like is better at them than something. Whether it be for any of my physical athletes out there, or it could be a game like chess or any video game. You kind of just go knowing you're gonna lose, even if you may not be on the best terms and everything else. You're like, yeah, you're better than me in this, but I know I get better every time I play you in this since you're better than me. So I'm just gonna keep doing that. Technically, that's what Taurus is right now. But of course, it is technically more hostile because like it's gaming and sports versus like life or death. Let's see.
Hey Sakamoto, how come you're hosting your enemy?
Well, you don't kill people when there's no money in it.
Because the money's good. Why else would someone bother with this tiresome nonsense?
It's true.
Still, it ain't normal to have me over for dinner.
In his defense, he clearly didn't want that either, but he cannot say no to his wife. And to be fair, you followed him. He left, and you chased, buddy. So, like, might as well.
Still, it ain't normal having me over for dinner.
Make me an airplane, mister. And Hana doesn't know any better. And Hana technically, she's actually been real good at reforming characters. The whole reason Kashimo is even cordial is because of her. Technically, she's the whole reason that Kashimo is like an ally now. So maybe it'll work with Taurus. I was like,
huh? You can't make an airplane from paper, kid. You need aluminum alloys, stainless steel, titanium plates, titanium plastics. And you can't get lift without wings. Eesh.
But like, I feel like paper airplanes have existed for a while, so it's actually kind of interesting that he doesn't know what a paper airplane is. Huh? Hana, don't bother Mr. Taurus. Does she know? She probably did. She knows her husband was an assassin. Like, she knows that. Like, that was actually a whole part of their little flashback. But like, I think she doesn't realize who Taurus is. Like, this man has so much blood on his hands. She has no idea. But it is hilarious to see them interact so casually.
Huh?
That is insanely impressive. Is this really not Nagamo? Is she, so maybe, okay. Go, is it just, that's Sakamoto's slang, pipeline does something different. God, was she just always like this? I do not remember this being a part of her character. Please excuse her. Dinner's almost ready. What is all this then? This isn't dinner? Is this the appetizer? Can I eat at the Sakamoto household? What? I can understand how Sakamoto got fat, dog. What? This isn't dinner? What's this? Look at that bowl of rice too. Golly, I'm surprised Hana isn't the size of a house. Well, actually, does she have that in front of her? No, she just has the lettuce. Okay. So maybe that's why. But darn, let's see how he gets big. Like, geez, what's this then?
What's up with this woman? How's she doing all that at once?
Multitasking. No, it is very impressive. Like, she's not even looking, and she's doing all that properly and coherently.
Knife, skillet, straight throwing the blade, mysterious devices, essentially simultaneously, each with perfectly refined movements. That sort of thing takes years of training. I should know. Most assassins pick one weapon and stick to it. They spend years perfecting its use.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about Sakamoto. Technically, yeah, he's a katana merchant, but I suppose it's a very effective weapon. Like, who else shot? Kami, everyone else at least gets somewhat of their image. We get Hio, we get Sakamoto, we get Shishibo, we get Osanagi. We're never gonna see Kamihante's face, huh? Kamihante, I forget their name, but like we're never gonna see their face. That's going to be the gag that will never be undone. We will never see their face before the end of the manga. I'm interested to hear them voiced in the anime. Because I don't think we know their gender. I don't think they've ever been like, actually, no, I think he's been called he. So there's a guy, I think. Well, let's see.
This woman uses everything around her with perfect skill. She even seems relaxed enough to enjoy it.
I mean, practice makes perfect. Look, mister.
I don't got time for this, kid.
You're here for dinner. You can entertain the child, Taurus. It's free. And it looks good. I ain't even gonna lie. That's gonna go crazy. Like, low key, if I could teleport into the manga right now, I would. Dinner's not even ready, but I'm down to eat just this. Look, mister.
I don't got time for this, kid.
Boom, I made an airplane.
Ouch!
What? So wait, do you not... Maybe he's just in his 50s. Were you assassinated as a baby? Do you not know what a paper airplane is? No, that's Sakamoto saying, ouch! Taurus just straight up tackled him.
That shape. It's an airplane, all right. That child just can figure it on the spot. I see. She folds a single sheet of paper to form wings which she lift, similar in shape to the F-117A Nighthawk.
You want it? No, it's yeah. So Hana. So it isn't just Hana, but now the whole Ao and Hana both. Ao and Hana Sakamoto are now winning over Taurus accidentally through like common stuff. Let's see.
She has no blisters on her hands. She doesn't undergo stringent daily training. She's a genius.
If I had like an open piece of paper, I'd make a paper airplane now. There's like one specific build though. Like, I know the traditional way to make a paper airplane, but a friend of mine, the friend I always mention who has like insane reaction speed and extreme luck, he had a really good paper airplane design. I don't know how he did. He like folded it in some specific way that went super far, had amazing lift, worked with the air. It was super aerodynamic. I don't know how he did it. I haven't seen him make one in years, but I still do remember that. That was like a thing that he did once that always blew me away. Let's see.
She's a genius. Dinner's about ready, you two. Put away your toys.
Okay. And it's crazy. Because Sakamoto's, is he even 30? Hold on, let me double check. How old is Sakamoto? I don't even think he's 30 yet. And Taurus is at least in his 50s. Sakamoto. Tada. I think he's like 28, right? He's relatively young. 27. Yeah, he's 27. Look at and he's talking to Taurus like that. Put away your toy. Well, he may be talking to Honda specifically, but still, just by how the panel's done, it looks like Taurus too. Let's see. Will you do the finishing touches, dear?
Sure. What? Sakamoto too? What the heck? Where did he learn all this?
That actually is very impressive. Actually, that's like I don't know. And like notably, obviously I don't multitask at this speed. Like I am a kind of guy who will like do multiple things at once when I'm cooking. Like I'll put something on the stove while something is in the toaster oven and I'm chopping onions. But like to do all this at once, he's throwing in the ingredients. He's using the water presumably to like make sure the ingredients don't burn, but they get steamed properly. He has the plate. He's dicing them out. He's using chopsticks as well. Like that is very, very impressive tactilely. And of course, like Sakamoto's superhuman, but still. It takes a lot of mental energy. Like that's why they say multitasking isn't actually that efficient, and why you should like focus on one task and dedicate all your mind to it. Because the brain typically isn't built for multitasking. You're supposed to like lock in on one objective and then do that properly. That's how the brain functions at its most optimal. But yeah, technically it's just a thing that people do be doing. And on a grander scale like this, like I've seen some crazy multitasking. Like I know a person, though then again she's like exceptional in multiple ways. But I know a person who could hold a conversation with you while listening to music with both earbuds in while doing something completely different with her hands and not mix up anything. She can be typing an essay, talking to you, and listening to music all at the same time. I will either type the music I'm listening to or type your words. Or I will start singing accidentally. Or I will, like, something won't work if I try to do two of those things. I have to talk of all three of those things at once. Let's see.
I can't let my guard down.
I love how none of them even get, like, he's just chilling. All right, now get lost. Hey, He's helping you. But interesting. So he just didn't know. He didn't know what a paper airplane was, and he's never seen people cook. All right.
Now get lost. Now get lost. Why'd you hide it? Huh? Don't play dumb. That technique you just showed off. How come you don't use it when you fight me? You playing it cool or something?
Oh yeah, I guess technically he could use multiple things at once. Sakamoto is he's a one weapon at a time guy, but I guess he could dual wield.
What is he talking about? Get lost.
Oh, okay, and now we're back. Okay, so we are still going back to the present. Huh. Interesting. Kind of funky looking. Let's see. Dang, what a shocker. Shin the fortune teller. Yeah. It was a spur of the moment lie, but now I gotta use it to control this guy. So, how do you tell fortunes? Huh? Well, obviously I get revelations. Revelations? Heisuke, you're not helping. Revelations? A revelation! Whoa, for real? We gotta do a handstand within 5 seconds or misfortune will strike. Hurry, before it's too late! Okay, but see, that's the thing. Shin, trying to control him, it isn't wise. Like, I get why they can't tell him the truth, though. I get why they can't tell him the truth, including considering Shin did kind of reveal his psychic abilities. Like, technically, yeah, this is the safest gambit to play, but at the same time, bro, you were in active, real, live danger right now. Let's see. Why aren't you doing it? Well, I was wondering what the misfortune would be. That is a good point. What? Nothing bad's gonna happen, is it? Oh. Okay, Heisuke. Whoa, why are you clean with it? Okay, so I thought he just had accuracy with weapons, but no, his overall accuracy is just insane. Because it's still in the middle of a handstand, so he's upside down, the blood's rushing to his head, but he picks up a random nearby rock, pitches it, puts the curve on that bad boy so immaculate, it does hit something and genuinely break something off. Stop! Oh, interesting. And he's susceptible to it. Or at least seemingly, he's susceptible to... Huh. That's weird. He's susceptible to Shin's mental commands, but Shackles wasn't. Shackles pretty much... No, Boiled wasn't. Boiled pretty much ignored it. And I'd definitely say this guy's stronger than Boiled. Huh. Interesting. Maybe because he was off guard, but then again, it's not like Boiled had like hard line defenses against it. Let's see. Down! What the... Whoa, a misfortune! Shin, you're the real deal. Right? You remember what I just told you, right? So I think I made the voices too close. Hold on. Wow, a misfortune. Shin, you're the real deal, right? You remember what I just told you? Yeah, not to slaughter people, but Shin, that's literally his entire thing. His whole organization is based around slaughtering people. You just told that man to... What? Let's see how he breaks it. He's gonna break it. Let's see. Of course, stop killing people. Then me and my pal can be buddies again. Right. Good. Now if I can keep him believing that. But you know what's wild? It's already kind of coming true. Huh? Well, the reason me and my buddy got in a fight was about whether or not to kill. Kill who? Taurus Sakamoto's wife and daughter. Oh. So that... Oh. That... Where's that... What? Oh! Oh, so that's... We're setting up an interesting fight here. Huh. That's actually interesting. So we may get Taurus versus... I forget his name. I generally forget his name. Why is this I'm so bad with it. What is this guy's name? For some reason, L is running in my head, but I don't think that's it. Hold on. Wait a minute. Come back. Kumanomi's literally just said the last chapter. Why am I forgetting the name? I'm going to start... This is it. Because this happens in another series I cover. I'm going to start just reviewing. Like, before I hit record, I'm going to just flat out start reviewing names. No. That's 188. That's what I'm on right now. I need 187. Because I think it said right at the start of 187. Please, work with me. Thank you. See, where was the L coming from? Thank you. Taurus Sakamoto's wife and daughter. What? Well, I figured they'd be great bait for Sakamoto. My pal totally lost it. I don't get it. I mean, they'd be good bait. But, like, why do you have to slaughter them? You better bait alive. But then again, I guess, regardless, he'd come find you. And then again, how would he know? Well, then again, you have the bodies. But still, interesting. My pal totally lost it. I don't get it. Shin, what was the point? It actually is impressive you're able to draw blood from him. But what was the point? Golly! And then that was on the right hook. I thought Shin was right-handed. But no, that was like the left hook. Golly! Boom! Sent Broski flying. Shin, stop! Let me go, Heisuke! And if it does violate with the Sakamoto family rules, you're gonna take out this scumbag right here in... You're so... Shin. He's gonna spread you! Shin, you fool, you idiot. Shin, he's gonna give you back shots, Shin. No! How are you gonna get out? What was the point? What was the point? What was the point? What was the point? I'm saying, hopefully he doesn't slaughter you on sight. Dog, what was the point? Why? Why would you... You literally, you just had him convinced. He was legit just going to go with you. Shin, I get it. Maybe you didn't want to take the chance, but wait until you have viable backup. Wait until you're actually with Sakamoto. Why would you do that? That is genuinely stupid. Like, don't get me wrong. If only for the Taurus spotlight earlier and setting up Taurus versus Tenkyu possibly, and or just Taurus and Sakamoto's training arc and further reestablishing that and showing us that Sakamoto's taking 5 whole L's. But like, it's a worthy chapter regardless. But Shin, that is the stupidest thing you could have done in that moment. Why would you do that? You literally just had him eating out of the palm of your hand all intents and purposes. Sure, he did drop a pretty big reveal. And I get that would like emotionally rattle you immediately. But dude, the whole point of gaslighting him in the first place was to make sure you had him over some sort of control. And if he did start to fully believe you and didn't slaughter anybody, as crazy as that was, I'm shocked he was even going to remotely go along with it, still, bada bing, bada boom, you would have had him under your control. You could have incorporated him. Well, maybe not incorporated him into this. Yeah, that's the thing. I get he was a problem that was going to have to be dealt with in the long run, especially because you started off with a lie. But doing it here, when it's you and unarmed Heisuke, that's all you got. Well, he clearly has his weapon. He can pull arrows out of thin air. It just wasn't smart. You're lucky you landed that first hit. I'm interested to see how this goes. I think Atari's going to come in and save your life. Because I don't know how you're going to survive this, buddy. Unless it turns into a running from Tenkyu arc and Tenkyu's feeling rather merciful. But overall, still a W chapter. I admit though, I do definitely like the Taurus back half more than I like the Shin front half. Or the front half of the chapter versus the back half of the chapter. And I'm interested to see how Sakamoto takes Taurus' lesson to heart, subconsciously or not, when it comes to the multitasking. I assume what Taurus means here, the skill he's noticing that Sakamoto uses here but not against Taurus, is that Sakamoto, whenever he fights Taurus, he very likely uses one weapon at a time. Right? He focuses everything in his swings on, like, say, for example, the part of the pole he rips off of that train, or a stop sign that he picks up and throws. Like, Sakamoto is a very one by one kind of fighter. If a sword doesn't work, he'll pick up a spear, and then another sword, and then another spear, and then a hammer. Meanwhile, what he should be doing against Taurus and any order tier fighter is using the fact that he has this amazing dexterity and ability to multitask and process multiple things at once to do multiple things at once. Instead of staggering his attack strings, he should essentially start building combos. So he would throw a stop sign at you, but sort of use that like a projectile buildup to make you focus on that as he's swinging at you with, like, I don't know, a stick, something like that. Essentially stack on the multi-layered abilities and stack on the perception and the dexterity. That's interesting. I'm interested to see how Sakamoto applies that. For the end part, though, it was funny to see Shin, and it's interesting, once again, to see Tenkyu be smart enough to be like, let's test this out, and my glorious King Heisuke be able to save Shin's life. But at the same time, Shin, the bag, I think saying it was fumbled was a little bit of an understatement, buddy. You kind of just sold it. But, of course, that's what I think. Please put you guys in the comment section down below. Do you guys agree? Do you think I'm absolutely insane for saying Shin shouldn't have done that? Or do you guys agree with Shin and would you have done the same thing? Please let me know in the comment section down below. Also, if you made it all the way to the end of this video, please leave delicious dinner. I don't know. I still can't get over the fact that wasn't dinner. Leave delicious dinner in the comment section down below. And thank you so much for watching. Please remember to leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you hit that little notification bell so you don't miss out on every videos that come to the channel. Also, I do happen to have a Patreon down below where you can support me for as low as $1. Get them on that month. Things like exclusive videos, early content, and more. You also now become a member of the channel for as low as $3 a month to get the same perks and more. So those perks include the live reactions to every series I happen to review, ad free variations of all my videos, and if you come to a $25 Patreon or a $25 member, you can order whatever video you want. Also, I do a link to my Ko-Fi in the description down below where you can drop 5 beans for a short video, 25 beans for a long video, or any beans at all. Any support is always greatly appreciated. Now, sorry, my brain lagged there. Now, I'd like to thank you so much for watching. Once again, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. This is That on the Pencil, writing off.
I'd like to give a thank you to our $3 members, Zara, Greyhound, Eternal Flame, Red Wolf 4765, Astro, Brandon Payne, Glacier XZ, and G Prosper. And I'd like to give a thank you to our $5 members, A+A, Ignil Lind, Kevin Encarnacion, Midnight Lord 21, and Sean. And I'd like to give a thank you to our $7 members, Fine, Austin Wimberly, Uchiha, and Yuki Ally. And I'd like to give a thank you to our $10 members, AZ Void, J Warrior, and Robbie Uchiha. And I'd like to give a big ol' thank you to our $10 patrons, Overlord Zero, Waki Munoz, and Idem Okami. And I'd like to give a final, gracious, gargantuan thank you to our $100 That Guy with a Pencil tier patron, Calvin Elder.